Hi folks, I'm Marcel and you're watching The Pulse. Today's video I feel is quite important and quite urgent at this moment in time for the battle to save NMN. I want to explain exactly the whys behind NMN, why I take it, and why I'm fighting so hard for it, which I've been questioned by a few people lately. Hey, why don't you pivot away from NMN? Why are you fighting so hard for it? Well, if you saw the thumbnail of this video, you'll see myself and my two sons, a happy father and two happy sons. This is what NMN has given to me the past 2 years. It has given me my life back. It has been so important on an existential level to my life. And I cannot thank NMN, the molecule, the companies that have sold the pure NMN to me for the past couple of years, the company Do Not Age, I cannot thank them enough. And the companies that are lining up to fight for NMN, I can't thank you guys enough either. This channel has found itself as at a cross-section, an intersection. We have a number of people on both sides, both Team NMN and what I'm now calling Team Drug, which I'm going to talk more about in a moment. And they're both kind of meeting here. And some of them are both posting here, using their minions to post comments on one side or another. This channel only has nearing 23,000 subscribers right now. Subscribers, as I've said, is a legacy metric. The last couple of months, I'm getting 100,000 unique viewers per month. So the channel's reach is way bigger than, at first glance, what you would see. I want to tell you specifically my story because I had a 2-hour conversation with a great founding owner of a huge supplement company. He's an awesome guy. I'm not going to get into names here, but it was just a couple days ago. And I had a very blunt conversation with him because he also said, hey, why don't you pivot? Why spend so much time talking about NMN right now with all of these entities lining up against us? Yeah, fight for it, but, look out for your channel, look out for yourself. But I am looking out for myself. I'm looking out for those two happy boys that, have their father back in a way they never had me before. They're so proud of me. We're having so much fun. We have a great life, and NMN turned the corner. It was the game changer, beyond a shadow of a doubt. It changed my life, and it changed their lives. What I told this supplement company owner, this very accomplished guy in the supplement industry, what I said was, look, my life was gone. I was gone. Chronic pain, chronic discomfort, drinking a lot of beer to mask it, gaining more weight, a puffy version of what I am now, hugely inflamed version of what I am now. Anxiety attacks. Could barely walk through a store, could barely take a walk with my family. We live near the Rhine River. We like to go for walks. I could walk for 8 hours now. I couldn't walk for 30 minutes just 3 years ago without pain, without discomfort. I was stiff and having anxiety about it all. It was very difficult. I used to I had this maneuver of pulling myself out of the car. When I take the kids around to the various activities they had to go to, I had tennis balls that I would wedge in my lower back just to prevent myself from being in pain. All that's gone. All that is gone, including more. Like, who would have ever thought? My allergies gone. Haven't been getting sinus infections anymore. Haven't been getting sick for the most part. 2 very brief episodes of a cold, one-time COVID for like 2 days, almost no symptoms. And I do give NMN the credit for that. That was the main defining change I made in my life. So my story, my happy story now, is the reason I'm fighting so hard for NMN. Because I know there are thousands of more, tens of thousands of more such stories out there from viewers and what I call NMN takers. The team that's lining up against us, in part, I'm talking to you. Like, Senator Martin Heinrich, Democrat, just happens to be. I think this is a bipartisan issue. My audience is bipartisan. I've seen the comments, and I've seen when it goes political, it's on both sides. But it just so happens that the Democratic senators so far, Bob Casey's another one from Pennsylvania, Senator Heinrich is from New Mexico. These guys are lining up on the FDA side. They're on Team Drug so far. They wrote responses back to viewers, a couple of you that wrote to them. These senators wrote back touting the FDA line on NMN. It's frustrating, but it's true. This Team Drug is building. I mentioned our team is building. I've had no qualms about mentioning that. I want people to know this is a fight. I want you to know. I want you to take action. And the other side, we're telegraphing the other side a little bit here, what's going on, there's legal posturing going on. And it's very real. And there is a tens of millions of dollar fund in place to fight for NMN, right? Between all of the billions of dollars of companies that are backing NMN, they're on Team NMN, they can put together a hefty sum of legal backing. And that's happening. But the fight, our opponent is so formidable, it's mind-blowing. Okay, it is senators like these guys are lining up on Team Drug. Google is lined up so far on Team Drug. They've removed NMN from ads. Now, I know if you type in NMN, you'll still see a sponsored link or a shopping thing come up. The bottom line is this is real. This just happened over the last couple weeks. This is in real time. 2 major supplement companies had their ads refused because they had NMN as a keyword. As a matter of fact, one company was told you need to scrub NMN from your website before you can run any more ads. So Google is lining up on Team Drug. This is a major development. And it does give me some pause. I understand some people that are close to me in the industry saying, are you putting your channel at risk? Maybe I am. But as I told this founder, this $100 million company or more plus, founder of a company the other day, I don't allow myself the luxury of being afraid. Fear is not a substitute for action. Just saying I'm afraid to do it doesn't help anybody. It's not a substitute for taking action. If for some reason I can't reach people here, we'll just have to find another platform. We'll just pop up somewhere else. When you're in the right, when you believe in what you're speaking for, I don't think that's going to happen, by the way. I'll tell you why. But when you believe in what you're standing up for, it's important that you voice your opinion. It's just important. We still have freedom of speech. Now, I say Google's on Team Drug. I'm a big fan of YouTube. Huge fan of YouTube. I love YouTube. And I believe we're going to get to continue here. There may be some de-emphasizing of NMN as a keyword. I've already seen in parallel my own views go down. Now, that could just be my content hasn't been as compelling lately because maybe I'm droning on this topic so much. But to me, it's also existential for the happiness of my family. So I'm not just fighting for a channel here. I'm not just fighting for Do Not Age, the people there. They're good people. They're a good company. Or Pro Health Longevity, good company. I'm not just fighting for their interests here. I'm fighting for these guys. Don't forget that. I want you to see this, Senator Heinrich. I want you to hear my story. I hope you're hearing my story. Maybe the viewer that sent him the email will send him a link to this story and tell him he's mentioned here. They love being mentioned. Senator Bob Casey, he made the argument that this is a synthetic form. Yes, NMN. He acknowledged that NMN exists in nature as a natural molecule, as a nutrient in foods. But he said this form is synthetic form. Well, guess what? Senator Casey, the form of vitamin C you buy at your grocery store, your drugstore, is also a synthetic form. This is widely the case with vitamins and supplements. So does this mean you're coming after vitamin C next with the same argument? NMN is a form of vitamin B. Are they coming after B12? Doctors already give B12 shots. Is someone about to file a claim for B12 and state that it was sold unlawfully all this time as a supplement that people could take? Is that what's coming? There is a team forming. It comprises of some senators and a government agency with oversight over supplements and drugs, FDA. The team Drug comprises of Google, Amazon, Walmart. Obviously, a drug company, Metro Biotech, David Sinclair, Harvard professor, very well-known celebrity, really. I am beginning to think that FDA says they haven't reached out to Amazon or any retailers, resellers of NMN. Maybe they're able to say that because Metro Biotech, the legal team for them, the ones that filed the paperwork, the ones that shared the letter that they wrote, maybe they've sent letters also to Google, Amazon, Walmart. Makes sense. I don't think I'm going to sway anyone there. They're on Team Drug, and it's their existential fight. But hopefully, maybe one or two senators on the other side that's on Team Drug will rethink their position for myself and my family and the family of millions of Americans out there that take supplements every single day and derive benefits from them. I think we have a right for our own pursuit of health and happiness. And my terms to get that have involved NMN as a supplement. So I want you to know my story while we engage in this fight. Put a face to it. Understand that it's not just legalese. And yeah, we talk about lawyers. We talk about, Jeff Duncan, Deputy Whip of Congress. On the Republican side, again, this is a bipartisan issue. No matter what party you're on, if you automatically, knee-jerk, take the side of FDA, rethink that position for a moment. Because many of your voters are here in the comment section on both parties. This is not a polarizing political issue. NMN is a health issue. It's something that we can all get behind and support. And I do believe that this represents not only NMN, this fight clearly represents much more. Otherwise, why would you have senators and huge organizations, social media companies, Google, Amazon, Walmart, FDA, all lining up so strongly and taking action? They're not just lining up against NMN as a supplement. They're taking it off their platforms. They're removing ads. That's action. That's taking action against NMN. It's much bigger than just stating a policy position, right? So far that the politicians in Congress have done or are starting to do. These companies are taking action. And what I think and what I fear is that it's not going to stop at NMN. Like any illusion that anyone has that, well, we'll just go take NR or we'll just take something else. We'll take niacin. They're going to come after everything. And to me, because the factions on both sides are so huge and it's heating up so fast, there's more at stake here. It just gives credence to this whole argument that this isn't just about NMN. This could be B12. This could be fisetin. This could be omega-3. This could be any number of supplements. And there's so much uncertainty here that the huge supplement companies that are backing Team NMN right now, and I'm talking about billions in revenue, they're saying, we can't even innovate. We can't even develop new products because we don't know what they're going to come after next. And if you don't think they're coming after more, why are all these senators and all these social media platforms backing FDA right now? Because I think they also understand this represents much more than just NMN, much more than just me and my happy sons. This is going to get bigger, and if we don't stop it now. I'm trying to plead with some of these people and understand who you're punishing with your moves against NMN. Who you're punishing, and that's who you're punishing. See you guys soon. Thanks for watching.